These are notes for section 6.1. Section 6.1, page 305. The homework is 1 to 61 odd. So we'll be factoring. Some problems. Some more. Okay, and the answers in the back. 6.1. In there. Maybe on the right side, you can't quite see all those, so there's somewhere there. All right. So what we're doing factoring. Factoring is the distributive property backwards. You think of it as undistributing, so to speak. Okay, so first we're going to be taking out the greatest common factor, undistributing for problems 1 to 33. So number 1, 15x plus 25. The greatest common factor is 5. 5 goes into 15 and also 25. So take out the 5. What's left behind is 3x plus 5. So notice this is the exact opposite of when you distribute. Right? Before, we said, oh, multiply this out. 5 times 3x is 15x. 5 times 5 is 25. Now we're going backwards. Can I go from here back to here? Right? So take out the 5, and then what's left behind, 3x plus 5. Number 5, 4x minus 8y. Greatest common factor is 4. Okay, so you put the 4, and then you're basically saying 4 times what will give me that? Well, x. 4 times what will give me negative 8y, negative 2y. Okay, number 9, 3a squared minus 3a minus 60. You can take out a 3. So 3 parentheses a squared minus a minus 20. Okay, you can stop here. We will learn later that we can factor this trinomial into this, a plus 4, a minus 5. We'll be doing a little bit more of that in the future section, but a heads up that you want two numbers whose product is 20. When you multiply them, you get 20, and the difference is 1. That's minus 5 and a plus 4. 13, 9x squared minus 8x cubed. Well, there's no number I can take out from 9 and 8, but they both have an x squared. So I take out the x squared, and then I say, what do I multiply x squared to get that? 9. What do I multiply x squared by to get that? Well, negative 8x. 17, 21x squared y minus 28xy squared. The biggest number I can take out is 7. They both have an x. They both have a y. So the greatest common factor is 7xy. And then how do I go back from there to there? 7 times 3, x times x squared. 7 x times x, excuse me, x squared. I don't need any more y's because I have a y here and a y here, so that's done. Okay, then the next one, how do you go from 7 to negative 28? Multiply by negative 4. I don't need any x's, but I need to multiply by a y. So that's that. 21, 7x cubed plus 21x squared minus 28x. So they have 7 in common. X cubed, x squared, and x. You can take out an x. Okay, and what's left behind? Or you can say, what do you multiply this by to get that back? X squared. What do you multiply this by to get that? 3x. What do you multiply this by to get negative 28x minus 4? Okay, and you can stop there, but we will learn later. Some of you maybe already know how to do this. This further factors into x minus 1, x plus 4. Okay, you need two numbers whose product is a negative 4 and the sum is 3, so that would be a positive 4 and a negative 1. 25, 100x to the fourth minus 50x cubed plus 25x squared. 100, 50, and 25. You can take out 25. X to the 4, 3, and 2, so they all have an x squared. Okay, and then what do you multiply this by to get that back? 4x squared. How do you go from there to there? Minus 2x. How do you go from 25x squared to 25x squared? Plus 1. Okay, this one, so what do they have in common? 4, 16, and 32. You can take out a 4. A squared, A, and A squared, they all have an A. B, B squared, B squared, so they all have a B. And then what do you multiply by to get these back? So to go from there to there, it needs an A. To go from there to there, you need a negative 4. I don't need any A's because it starts off with an A and ends up with an A, but I do need a B. And how do I go from there to there? 4 times 8. How do I go from A to A squared? A. How do I go from b to b squared? B. 33. 12x squared y cubed minus 72x to the fifth y cubed minus 36x to the fourth y to the fourth. So 12, 72, 36. I can take out a 12. X squared, fifth and fourth, they all have x squared. Y cubed, y to the fourth, they all have y cubed. Okay, so how do I go from 12x squared y cubed to itself? Well, 1. 12 to negative 72 is a negative 6. X squared to x to the fifth is x cubed. Y cubed to y cubed, I don't need anything. Then the last one, how do you go from 12 to negative 36 multiplied by negative 3? How do you go from x squared to x to the fourth? X squared. How do I go from y cubed to y to the fourth? A y. Okay, then we have some problems involving factoring by grouping. It will give us 4 terms. And so how do I do all 4 of them? There's no greatest common factor. We do them pairwise. So I take this pair, I take this pair. So if I only look at this pair, the common factor is x times y plus 6, plus, what can I take out of there? 2 times y plus 6. Notice there's a common factor now of y plus 6. So I can pull out the y plus 6, and what's left behind is x plus 2. So this is the final answer. And how would I check that? You can check it with FOIL. Let's try it. First, xy. Outer, 2y. Doesn't have to be in the same order as long as it's all there. Inner, 6x. 6 times 2 is 12, so it's all there. Okay, so you do them pairwise. Take this pair, factor out the GCF, greatest common factor. Do the same thing with this, and then you're going to end up with the same factor. You pull out that same factor. Okay, so I take out x, a minus b. Over here, take out a y, a minus b. Factor out the a minus b, and what's left behind is x plus y. You can double check with FOIL. Okay, this one, this pair, take out a b, 3x minus 4. So the way the game works is you know there's going to be a 3x minus 4, so I might as well put that down immediately, 3x minus 4. But this is negative 6x plus 8, so how that's going to work is I have to take out a negative 2. Okay, and if you double check, try negative 2 times that, it is that. Negative 2 times negative 4 is 8. Okay, so when you're doing these factoring by groupings, this set of parentheses and the second set of parentheses will always match. Okay, never any change for that. So pull out the 3x minus 4, and what's left behind is b minus 2, if you check it with FOIL. Okay, this one, again, there's 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. So do them pairwise. Common factor here is x, x minus a. So automatically, I know I'm going to have x minus a. I might as well just put it down, x minus a. And how do I get that? Again, I notice there's a sign change, so I should take out a minus and a b. So negative b, x minus a. Pull out the x minus a, and what's left behind? X minus b. 53, 6x squared plus 9x plus 4x plus 6. Again, do them by pairs. So what can I take out of these? 3x. And if you do that, you have 2x plus 3. So automatically, this is going to be 2x plus 3. 4x plus 6, 2x plus 3, plus 2. Okay, pull out the 2x plus 3, parentheses, 3x plus 2. You can check with FOIL. 57. Okay, 20x squared plus 4x plus 25x plus 5. Okay, and by the way, for these problems, don't combine these. Don't make that like 29x. That's not the idea of the problem. The idea is to factor by grouping. So factor this pair, factor this pair. So what do these have in common? 4x. 4x, parentheses, 5x plus 1. So automatically, this side, you know, is 5x plus 1. And it looks like it needs a 5. So pull out the 5x plus 1, 4x plus 5. Check with FOIL. Let's actually do it this time. First, 20x squared, outer, 25x, inner, 4x, last, 5. 61, 6x cubed minus 4x squared plus 15x minus 10. Again, pair them. So here I can take out a 2x squared. And how do I go from 2x squared back up to that? 3x. How do we go from 2x squared to that? Minus 2. So again, automatically, you know there's a 3x minus 2. That's the way these problems are. And I would have a plus 5. Take out 3x minus 2, 2x squared plus 5. finally, one that's a little bit longer is 51. They give you 6 terms, ax plus ay plus bx plus by plus cx plus cy. So they say group them by 3s. So what can I take out of here? A, x plus y. What can I take out of here? B, x plus y. C, x plus y. So I pull out the x plus y, and then I have a plus b plus c. Right, so that was section 6.1.